Well, hello there, and welcome back to the Positively Joyful Productivity Show. I'm your host, Nicole Louise, and today we're going to talk about projects versus GPTs. So, I get asked a lot, what do I use a project for and what do I use a GPT for? Because they both do similar things, but not really. So people are often confused when they should use each of these tools. So today I'm going to break it down for you. And I have a special surprise. I have a brand new freebie for you. So stay tuned for that. So let's talk about projects. So in ChatGPT, projects are I like to think of it like a folder, like in your Google Drive or like a filing cabinet where you would keep all of your ongoing documents, or in this case, your ongoing chats about a certain project. And a good example is recently when I was writing my book, I was using ChatGPT to help me with the research and help me with the formatting and a whole bunch of things. And so I created a project for my book. And that was really helpful because I had a lot of different chats going on, but I wanted it to be just about that book. And so I had to keep everything all in one spot. So for that, a project was the best use case. And so when you think about projects, they are best for keeping your work organized and centralized in one spot. They maintain continuity across multiple different chats. And they act like a digital folder, like I was just talking about. It keeps everything in one spot so you always know where things are. So, again, I used it for myself when I was writing my book. I also use it for my business. I have a Positively Joyful Productivity business folder where if I'm like just thinking about new offers or, bouncing ideas off of ChatGPT as my thought partner, all of that stuff lives in my business project. So that's kind of in a nutshell what you would use a project for. It's really when you want to keep everything organized and in one space. So next, let's talk about GPTs. So what would you use a GPT for? So GPTs are best at saving time on repetitive tasks. So things that you do over and over and over again. They are really good at producing consistent outputs in the style or tone or format that you program it with. And they can also be really good at acting like a role-based expert. So you can give it rules and templates and all kinds of things, and it can be an expert for a certain area. For example, I have a GPT that I use to help me create content. Now, on LinkedIn, I definitely write my own posts, but I have started letting my GPT Nikki Knows write a post every Monday for you. So it's kind of comical to let it run wild and have a little fun with that. So that's an example of when you would use a GPT. So I hope that that helps kind of differentiate when you would use each of these tools. They're both incredibly useful. And if you're not using them, oh my goodness, you really need to be. They are really the crux of what ChatGPT is super good at. They're really the two biggest features that I think most people are aware of now. GPTs were hot a few months ago and everybody was creating a GPT, and then projects came along and everybody was like, oh my God, what do I do with a project? So I hope that this helps you kind of differentiate the two and what you would use each one for. So currently, at the time of this podcast slash YouTube episode, currently projects and GPTs do not work together. I'm hoping that that changes in the future because being able to have a GPT inside of a project would be so incredibly helpful. So I hope that that changes. But as of right now, they don't communicate with each other. So it's best to kind of figure out what do you need to organize. And if you're going to have multiple chats going on, you're going to want to keep that in a project. And if you have one repetitive task that you do over and over and over, that's where you create a GPT. So next, I want to share with you that I have a brand new freebie for you. It is called ChatGPT Projects versus GPTs, your ultimate quick reference guide to deciding which is best in your business. So, this freebie goes over what I just talked to you about, but it gives you more clear examples of when you would use each one. And then I also give you some tips, a good rule of thumb, quick deciding questions. So, like a decision tree, like if I'm doing this, you're going to use a project. And if I'm doing that, I'll use a GPT. So, this freebie is all ready to go. So, if you are watching on YouTube, you can click the link below. If you are listening on the podcast, you can go to the show notes and click the link in the show notes. So, you'll just have to put your email in and I will send it right to your inbox. All right. So, that is the difference between GPTs and projects, what they're for, when you should use them, why you should use them. Go grab this freebie. You can download it, you can print it, you can post it on your wall so that way you always have it as a reference point. Go grab that now. And in the meantime, have a beautiful week ahead, and I'll chat with you soon.